What is up guys, it's your boy Soul. I'm here, back with another Dragonflight video. So we have some huge updates coming that are right around the corner, about 1.5 weeks away now, and that is the update for patch 10.0.5, which we now have a confirmed release date for. So in this video right here, I want to talk to you guys about everything coming in this patch, or at least a couple of highlights about what's coming in this patch, and I'm actually very excited for this patch itself, for the patch. It's a mini patch after all, but it's a huge one, at least for me, and there's so many updates that I'm really excited about. Before I show you those though, I do want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for supporting me over on YouTube. The support has been insane recently, the subscribers has been insane, and I can't thank you guys enough for supporting my channel as we make Dragonflight content. I also want to give a massive shout out to everyone who's picked up my Dragonflight Gold Guide as well so far, and the support on this one has been insane. The feedback has been great, and I'm so happy that I'm able to help you guys make some gold in the expansion. It is a pretty complicated expansion after all, especially when you consider all the professions and the entire profession makeover system, where we now have specializations and how to make gold with those specializations. It's very easy to get lost in everything you can do right now to make gold, but even now, 1.5, almost 2 months into the expansion, there's so many unique ways to print a lot of gold in the expansion, which makes me very happy. And once again, that is what the guide is for, kind of simplifying the gold making process for you guys, and also giving whoever has a lot of gold and whoever considers themselves an advanced gold maker. Still, I want to help you guys as well, so the gold guide is aimed to help everyone make gold, no matter if you're new to gold making or if you've been making gold for several years. So if you want to check that one out, the link will be down below, and by using the code Solheim you can get it for half price. And I've also gathered some feedback from other people who have purchased the guide so far, so on the screen right now I'll just throw up that feedback so you can check out what people have to say about the guide itself. Once again, the link will be down below, and you can get it for 50% by using the code Solheim. By checking out the guide, you also get early access to videos, access to a private Discord server, and exclusive videos as well. Now, with that being said, let's talk about patch 10.0.5, and once again, I'm actually so excited this patch is coming out, and I'm actually very I'm very happy with the pace they're going with for Dragonflight. We're getting updates like back to back to back. They're doing weekly updates as well, like every single weekly reset. There's been something happening, like tuning or something. There's been so much happening so quickly this expansion. I feel like it just came out, and so far we have had the expansion come out, we've had some nerfs come out, some class tuning, we have had some bugs that needs to be fixed, and well, they have been fixed as well. So Blizzard have been reacting very fast to what they need to react to, which I personally think is incredible. There's also a lot of good quality of life updates coming in patch 10.0.5, but without further ado, let's just go and take a look at all of them so we can talk about them in real time. So here we go, Dragonflight patch 10.0.5 arrives January 24th for NA, or January 25th for EU. That is basically 2 weeks away, so it's the weekly reset in just about 2 weeks. Especially if you're living in EU, weekly reset happens on Wednesday, and the patch is coming out after that weekly reset. In this post we can also see everything that is coming in this patch as well. So, Dragonflight patch 10.0.5 will arrive on January 24th and will usher in a variety of changes to help you on your adventures in Azeroth and beyond, and continue reading to learn more about changes like the new trading post feature, a new Primal Storm event, and ways to keep stylish with transmogs. There is one more thing coming in patch 10.0.5, which I do think they just completely forgot to mention in this patch note or in this announcement, but I'll talk about that as well, which is personally I consider it to be pretty huge, and it has to do with professions. So first of all, we have the big feature that everyone has been talking about, which is the trading post, and a new feature is making its way to World of Warcraft, the trading post. I'm actually super excited to see what this looks like, and so far there's been some things happening in the market after the announcement of the trading post, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Complete monthly activities to earn currency toward decking out your characters in cosmetic transmogs, pets, and mounts, with new items and activities introduced every month beginning February 1st, when the trading post in Orgrimmar and Stormwind open for the first time. Read more about this feature in our news post, so you can go and read if you want a more in-depth information about that system. You can read about that as well, but the trading post opens for business on the morning of February 1st. We also have a brand new Primal Storm event, the Storm's Fury, which is brewing and will take place in the Primalist future. The Primalists are rallying some of their strongest forces to preserve their plans to dominate Azeroth. Head out with your fellow adventurers to seal their portals and defeat their mighty monstrosities. The Storm's Fury event will spin up every 5 hours, so we have a 5-hour cycle for this event, and when it's active, head to the Temporal Conflux portal in Thaldraszus. So there will be a portal in Thaldraszus to go and check this out. Brave adventurers or brave defenders will receive Essence of the Storm, which can be exchanged for rewards like the Sky Skin Hornstrider mount or the Time Lost Warquin Foal pet. I don't really know if you can get gear from this event like you could from the previous one, but if you can, I would assume it's going to be upgraded gear as well. You can also get items to help weather, actually there we go. So you can get some items to help you weather the storms, and I'm assuming this means gear that you can deck out your character with, so like upgraded gear, but because of the some like a little bit vague wording there, it could be something else as well, like items that will literally help you during the storm event, but I would assume this means gear. Either way, ready to wear. This one is probably the one that a lot of gold makers are excited about, and that is the ability to transmog white and grey quality gear. Each of these items will now be bound on equip and can be added to your appearances collection, so you can mix and match like the stylist you are to create the ultimate transmog sets for any occasion. Think of all the fashion possibilities you can twirl up when the trial of style returns. So I'll be making a huge list of white and grey items that I think you should go and check out. That will be in my Gold Guide Discord server and also in the Gold Guide itself. So if you want to have access to that one, that is both items you can buy from different vendors in the world, or you can farm for them in the open world as well, or just simply put, you can buy them now and sell them when they are transmoggable. If you want access to that list, check out the Gold Guide. Once again, the link will be down below, and I'm doing all I can to just help you guys make as much gold as possible in this expansion. With that said, I think there's one more thing that is worth looking at when it comes to this actual patch note, or the actual patch 10.0.5, and that is this one. So all professions have had the requirements to unlock specializations reduced, and professions with 3 specialization trees have had their final unlock reduced from profession level 100 to 75. All professions with 4 specializations have had their final 2 unlocks reduced from level 75 and 100 to level 60 and level 75. So now you can unlock all your profession specializations by getting 75 skill instead of needing to go to 100 skill, and considering some people have put points into the wrong specs and gotten completely stuck, I think this one right here will be very useful to a lot of people, and it's one of the things that have been kind of slept on and hasn't really been picked up, but I think this one will be very helpful to a lot of people. And even if you're not stuck, just having access to that final specialization without needing 100 skill is a massive boost to pretty much every profession out there, just by getting like those access to that one skill point or the thing inside that skill point. As an example, for me as an enchanter on this character right here, or even as an alchemist, holy, there's so much lag while I'm doing the dragon skill keep, but with enchanting specifically, skilling up is super expensive, and if you don't have 100 skill like I have, well, getting access to all of these ones will be difficult for you, and just having the insight of the blue spec right here, like not even putting any points to it, I will now learn to increase my magical perception, gaining a small chance to locate mystic items that can be disenchanted into reagents. So just by learning this specialization, not even putting any points into it, just baseline learning it, I will now increase the gold power I'm getting from enchanting just from learning the specialization. So I think this will be pretty helpful to a lot of people, and I do think that's pretty much about it. One more thing I want to mention is the trading post. So the trading post coming out now has made it so a lot of TCG items are going down in price because people are people are basically throwing them up very cheap on auction house, or even selling them on like Discord servers and so on for, well, some of them selling for more than gold cap, so you have to like go to third-party websites kind of to sell them for gold, obviously, and they're selling them very cheap because they're afraid some of them can come up on the trading post. Like, for example, Blizzard gave away some TCG mounts when it came to the Twitch campaign, and people are thinking they might do something along the same lines with a trading post as well. So TCG items might be worth looking into. Also, white and grey items are now transmoggable, and profession are easier to skill up. So yeah, pretty big updates coming, and I'm kind of shocked it's coming this early in the expansion, but I'm also very happy with it, and it really shows that they are trying to do what they can to make sure this is the best expansion it's been in quite a while, because when you look back to, for example, Shadowlands, or even the expansion before, like BFA, there was quite a long time. I think it was 3.5 months in between the first expansion launch and the next patch. Now we're like 2.5, well, 1.5, almost 2 months into the expansion, and we already have a release date, and the actual patch itself is coming in 2 weeks. So content is moving quite quickly, and I'm really happy with the pace we're moving at with Dragonflight. Either way, that is basically the video. I just wanted to update you guys on what's coming in the game itself, and now you can actually prepare for the next patch. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider dropping a like down below, subscribe to the channel for more Dragonflight content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.